Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Alright, just finna get into this quick lesson. Alright, on what happened down there in Delta State University. Alright, a so-called black man was hung on a tree. Alright, and that's clear example or clear signs that we're in a time of Jacob's trouble. Alright, because in that college, alright, the percentage of, or not the percentage, the percentage of black students is 36 to the white people, the so-called white people, it's a 52%, it's 52%. Alright, that makes up of that school. Alright, so and they're trying to say, in the article that I was reading, they was trying to say that that he did it himself, and nah, it's clear that I believe it was done by a so-called Edomite, because we're in a time of Jacob's trouble, This is gonna be something quick, This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Alright, so it says that day is great, so that none is like it. And we're still at the beginning of sorrows, alright? Shit hasn't really popped off like that, Or it has, but to the point where thousands and thousands of people are just dying day by day. We're still, it's still a little, little calm, We're not at the point of all hell breaking loose yet, But we're almost there though, It's like, how can I say? Basically, we're at the door, We're literally opening the door to it, But yeah, it said so that none is like it, No historic tragedy is going to be able to equal up to the days that we're coming into, But it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Jacob's trouble, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the ones that don't want to listen to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the 2/3, they're going to be allotted up for all type of torturous judgments, and they're going to be made an example. All right, it's going to be made an example that, oh shit, this man was totally off, it's going to be made known that, hey, this dude right here, he was, not living a good life, according to the scriptures, Just real quick, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to use the so-called white man, to do this, And just like I mentioned in my other video, basically, I seen 2 Edomites with purge mask on, alright, and, they was basically, boasting about how many Jakes they killed, when basically it was a lot of Jakes, it was a lot of Jakes that I seen dead, and they were just boasting on it. And I believe that was a clear sign that, that, hey, Esau is going to fuck a lot of niggas up out here. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be with him, Because the Lord ain't dealing with a lot of, a lot of these Jakes out here, This is Jeremiah 19 and verse, I was going to Isaiah 10, thinking about something else. Isaiah 10 and verse 5, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. All right, so the Assyrian is going to America. All right, yes, Assyria back then was put on our people. All right, but America, what they do the same things. All right, from the cruelty. All right, from what was one of the things that the Assyrians would do? Basically, when they was leading, the so-called southern, or not the so-called, but the southern kingdom, out of the land, they'll put fish hooks, between their lips, while leading them out, you know, showing the cruelty. But yeah, the so-called white man is coming in that same spirit. Oh, Assyrian, what? They got alligator Alcatraz. Hey, they're throwing niggas off the planes and shit, you know, into seashore, into the sea, you know, bodies being found at the shore, you know. Verse 5, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. So see, Yahweh Shem Shah is going to use the so-called Edomites, to put down Jakes, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Let's answer that why real quick, just real quick. Jeremiah 19 and verse 15, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will bring upon the city and upon all her towns all the evil that I have pronounced against it, because they have hardened their necks that they might not hear my words. So see, Jake now is hardening their necks. They become rebellious. They become more rebellious. They talk shit. All right, just like they was doing to Jeremiah. All right. So guess what? You don't want to receive Yahweh Shem Shah's prophets. Guess what? The Lord is going to allow evil to overtake you. Here, Jeremiah 19 and 7, and I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place, and I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies, and by the hands of them that seek their lives, and their carcasses will I give to the meat for the fowls of the heaven and for the beasts of the earth. So see, hey, Jake is going to be trying to, come up with plans, to escape, these judgments, but hey, it ain't going to work out, because what? The time to get this truth was presented to you. The way of escape was presented to you, but you rejected it. So guess what? The Lord's gonna reject you. The Lord ain't gonna be with you. The Lord ain't gonna be with niggas that don't want to hearken to His truth. So that was it on that. Now I'm gonna get to Ezekiel 7, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord God, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, and evil and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. All right, and we're clearly in the times of evil. All right, as Yahweh Shah said, just real quick. Matthew 24 and verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, iniquities it's just running rampant. All right, so guess what? The love of many is waxing cold to the point where people can, cut a man's head off, and walk around with it. People are killing their own children. All right, you got people out here, you got men out here, hanging other men on trees, in the college campus, So we're in a time of great evils, and it ain't finna get better. All right, cause why all this has to happen before Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah's kingdom, is here. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and verse 2nd Ezra 14 and verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. We'll see, greater evils are about to, you know, it's about to, you know, get more. It's about to increase, basically. You know, it ain't finna amp down. It finna be amped up. You know, I don't know if I used that word right there when I said amp down. You know, but you know, it's about to get terrible out here. You know, it ain't finna get no better out here. You know, because this is the Lord's plan. All right, the Lord's plan is to, you know, destroy, you know, a lot of niggas out here. You know, you go read Zechariah. All right. Here, let me get some. It's like, give me a second. All right, this is Ephesians 5 and verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. All right, and yeah, us in the know, we gotta walk circumspectly. All right, All right, going into you know, circle 360. All right, spectly going into a spectate or look. All right, so hey, look around basically. All right, in your actual daily life. All right, and make sure, cause hey, shit is getting wild out here. You know, niggas, hey, you don't know. You know, a shooting, ICE might come to your job. All right, nigga might crash out at the job. All right, anything could happen out here now. You know, of course, Yahweh Shemi Al is with us. You know, but hey, the Lord, these are the words of the Lord. He telling us to, hey, be watching, you know. And it says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Yep, redeeming, making the best out of the time, you know, that Yahweh Shema Shai has given us, all right, in our daily lives, all right, basically being consistent, all right, you know. It says, because the days are evil. Yep, because, hey, we're coming into a time like never before. We're going to need Yahweh Shema Shai in these times, all right. It says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So see, we understand what the will of the Lord is, all right? So as it says in First Thessalonians, the 5th chapter, it says, this day, let me just get it. First Thessalonians 5 and verse 1, but at the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. See, and we're coming. Hey, these are all the signs of, you know, Yahweh Shai's return. All right, that hey, these people are what, you got civil war basically on the brink. All right, you got you know, the love of many waxing cold. You got the rumors of wars. You got the people shall be lovers of their own selves. You got all of it. You got all the signs of the end. All right, here we're seeing it. You know, so hey, us understanding the will of the Lord, hey, that puts us in the mode of, hey, I need to get right. You know, I need to stay right. You know, cause hey, I don't want to be caught as a thief in the night. And hey, shit, what else is there out here? What you gonna do? Go back into the world, you know, and what? Shit, ain't nothing out here. You know, people are struggling. All right, people are wanting to die. You know, you got people out here just ready to crash out. All right, you got unloyal people out here. All right, so hey, this is where it's at, and at the end of the day, this is where our protection is gonna come from Yahweh Shem Shah. You know, the Lord said He's gonna guide us in these days. You know, so yeah, be not unwise, hey, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. The will of the Lord is, the Lord is with these people killing each other, killing so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, ICE. All right, he's down with the National Guard. Why? Because in the Proverbs, the 21st chapter, it talks about how, the Lord is in control of the king's heart. So the Lord is setting everything up. All right, so hey, we gotta be wise and what? Hide ourselves. All right, from Yahweh Shem Shai's anger that he's about to pour out. And you hide yourself by being in these scriptures. All right, living the life of, or living these scriptures. And constantly watching. So that was pretty much it. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, Shalom.